Oh, I was gonna say, Banda. I think did we forget to record the first one?
Dave, you're saying that now. I was I just thought of it as well, like
I just remembered
oh
right when it cut off. I remembered like, oh wait, didn't you record this?
oh yeah.
Oh man.
I was thinking of it before we joined, and then when we joined, I was like, I don't know what happened. Just went straight to the list. But anyway, what we'll do is we just do a quick scroll off the screen, and then that probably somebody can pause on the text.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we were here where we were saying Nali, na.
Nali, na, nar.
Still giving us the same translation we want. We were asking where. Okay, so chu nali, chu na will still get us to the same context where we were asking where you want to go. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point to remember.
Yeah, sure. Ian, can you hear that?
Yes.
Perfect. Good. So let's go back. We're just gonna paste it up as well on our text so that we don't lose it. All right, and okay, good. This is just a quick scroll up so that what we left out, people can pause and then go through. Okay. All right, we did funds, yeah. All right. Here's another thing that we also wanted to do over here that we forgot to mention, which is in line with our words. Yeah, we should use this word because if we don't, we will have a lot of words left remaining when we finish. We said, right? To signify that the schools have been closed, we went with that one. Oh, sorry, it's not Gua, it's Guan. Okay. Yeah, but the word that we could use, which is also in our vocabulary, is fang. Okay.
After school.
Yes, after school. So this is like a release, like so when schools are also closed, you could use
okay.
Yeah, just like you say, we're going on a holiday. You could say we were right? Or you could use it. We are now on a holiday, like vacation. You could also use the fangs, yeah. So in the same way, you could use fangs. I think that one we forgot to mention because it's within our reach because you see it there, right? So let's add that as well.
Okay.
Instead of we could just go with fangsuela. Just to put a past tense mark there, right? So this one will be fangsuela. Okay. And I think we have done a very good job with these ones. Guan, which is to close, was also good. Sorry. We used Guang and Guangsan, right? we used both. Okay, so that's good. And now let's continue with there's how, which is good, right? Do we have how? Yeah, how. There's great news where you want to go. That's nice. And now my brother was suggesting overseas. Let's hear it from you. Ian, do you want to try?
Are we using Gaga or Didi?
Yeah, let's use Gaga.
Or Gaga. Suggesting. I don't know that one, so I put Shuo. Shuo Guo Wai.
Good.
可以 Oh,
Dave, what did you have? Or Gaga?
Yeah, similar. I looked up for suggesting. I put 我哥哥建议去国外.
Yes. It's go what? Sorry, the last word.
国外.
You're using English.
See,
You're using, yeah, because you turn into English. I heard you. Okay. Yeah. And just remember, because Jenny is a very popular word when it comes to suggesting things. So Jenny or Jenny, because you want to be polite in most instances. So remember, Jenny is a very good word. Okay.
Okay.
Suggesting. That's why we put it there. We'll see. Maybe China.
可以中国
Dave, what do you have on that? We'll see. Maybe.
I put 或者中国.
Okay.
中国.
Okay. 或者中国. Okay. Ian, what did you say again?
可以中国
Okay. Okay, so now we need to correct slightly on the last part, right? So that it sounds more closer to what we would most likely say, right? Let's see.
Okay.
The first line, we have no problem with that, all right? Right? We could use chu, right? Chu I go, or right? So we want to say just quickly, why? We put that in the front, right?
Oh,
foreign, right? And we also reverse that and say why go.
Why go?
Okay, so go for country. Why is outside, right? Go why? So outside country or outside, foreign, right? Foreign country. And it's the same thing here. So whichever you like, I think it's about where you are in China. I think some people would go with go why. Go with why go, right? And why go is also used when you're talking about people who are from another country. What do you think?
Okay.
Why do you think we would say?
Wake Warren.
Okay, so that's also overseas or abroad, right?
Right.
So your translation here is or China, and yours is Ken China. Ken China or China. So it still makes the same. Yeah, but I think let's go with woman, right? We'll see. Woman, like right? Yeah, or we can remove the woman part. It's still fine. Like right? And we can also repeat the can. Woman, we can.
We can. Oh.
Maybe China. Maybe. So we have two ways of saying maybe, right? Don't we have yes. So maybe.
Yes.
Oh,
okay. There's one that sounded like maybe 可以
yeah, there is one. 可能.
Oh, 可能 also? Okay.
Yeah. So you were saying K, but it was very close. And thank you for bringing that up, because I was like, there are two ways. I couldn't remember the other one. And then when you said, I'm like, K, you're like giving me the hint. Yeah, there is. Thank you for that. Okay. So we'll see. Maybe China, right? Hui kan or woman Hui kan. You can put one of these or two of them. I'm just gonna put them in brackets so that you can use them if you want.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to put the white wall as well together with that and put them over to our notes, all right? So that when we're looking back at them, we know what we have. Okay, so there we go. Nice. China, question mark. Do you speak Chinese? Let's go.
中国吗？你会说韩语吗？
Ah, nice. Nice. I like the emphasis of the tones as well. So spot on. 中国嘛, right? Or you could leave out the ma as long as you raise your voice like you did, right?
Oh, true, yes.
中国.
中国.
你会说中文吗？你会说中文吗？你会说汉语吗？ That will go well. 你会说汉语. Okay, so what's the other way of saying Chinese? Sorry, this is not the correct for Chinese. Okay, that one.
中国汉语.
Hanyu, yes, and the other one?
中文.
中文, right? And the other one? 普通话, right? 普通话. Ah, 你会说普通话. And if you say 普通话, it's like, you know, the common language. It's Mandarin, Chinese. Yeah. 普通话. 你会说普通话吗? And they're like, ooh, this guy knows what he's saying. And then the answer is polite. Yes, I can speak a little.
我说一点. Are you using 一点 or 一点儿?
True. Okay, so here we go. We can go with 一点. Just 一点 will be fine, right?
Okay.
And we can go with 一点点.
一点点.
一点点. Oh, okay, cool.
And of course, our usual friend with the ER at the end, right? 一点.
一点儿.
一点儿.
And for yes, we could go with 会.
会.
We could go with 是 or 对 as well, right? And she wouldn't do. 对 would be fine. I think. 会 or 对. Okay.
Awesome.
She or 对. Okay. 一点. And then if you want to.
So 对 is correct.
Sorry?
对 is correct in this case.
Yes, it's affirmative. 对, it's in affirmative. Yeah, you can actually, like we were saying, it's not a hard and fast rule that you use what was given. You could use 对 in instance because it's still saying you know what you're saying is correct. Or 没错, right?
Okay.
You remember 没错, right? Some people
yes,
没错, like not a mistake. What you just said is not a mistake, right? So of course we could go with 我会说 if you want to put it to be more you know elaborative. 我会说一点点, or you could just go with one word. I like shorter. I like to keep my answers short. So yeah. And now really, have you been to China before?
真的？你之前去中国吗？Or 你去中国吗？
之前 before, right? 之前 before.
Yes, before. Yes.
之前
去中国吗？
That's good. I like that. Ian, do you have another version? You remember this one? We did it last time when we were saying gun, and then you had that marker. Okay. 你出过中国吗？
你出过中国吗？
出过 right? Chugo, like the marks it like, have you ever done this? It's like an experienced thing, right? You remember? Let's just show you this part, the go part, from our words. We will go to do we have it on this one or we had it? Okay, this one. To cross.
Yeah, I think it's there.
Yeah, right. So we could also come back. Let's see over here. There's this definition that they give an experienced marker. Like if you have eaten something, right? This one are not giving us that much. They're not giving us that much. That you could use it as an experienced marker, like something you have experienced before. Yeah, have you eaten this before? Have you been there? Something like that. Okay. So in this instance, if you want to say, if you don't want to say jichin chu, you could also say chugo ma. Okay. So chugo is what we're going to go with because we are also want to try and eliminate these words.
Right.
Cool. And we did go why. And we also did the hanyu. Sorry, it's hanyu, this one. Okay, good. We'll come back because we still have a lot to go. Apparently. No, I never been there. I never been there. No. To go, man. No. Who to go? Yeah.
Meichugo.
Yeah, Meichu. Meichu is good. Meichu or Meichugo, right? This is one instance where boo will not really do, but may will do. Okay. Meichugo, right? It's like, are you married? And then you say boo. Like no, it's no, but may it gives the possibility that you can, right? May I may, but boo is more like that's avenues totally low. Like I never. Okay,
out of the question.
Yeah, so we'll go with may in this instance because there's a possibility you can go, but you haven't. So may,
right?
May go. All right, may two or may two go because the go part, as we said, is an experience marker, so you can still leave it out in this instance, and it's still all be correct. Okay, I never been there. Okay, we will simply add a wall in the front. Okay, or my two.
Okay.
I never been there. Okay. That's simple. I like them. I like to keep it like that. Let's move on to the other one, which is slightly longer. This one is going to drain our brain power. I hope you have something close, like glucose, just in case. Okay. You get lost along the streets over there. I heard road signs are all in Chinese. Oof.
Oof, it's a long one. I had to look up some words.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's put it up on our playground and we'll do the job for us.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. We get lost over there. All right, let's walk our way from David, you want to go first? We hear your version and then we work through it.
Sure. I put Tai Malu Ni Hui Milu.
Tai Malu Ni
Hui
Milu.
Milu.
Very good.
And then 我听或都路标是汉语。
You did a good job. Right. Lu Biao is the road sign. That's very true. Lu Biao Do Si Hanyu, right? Okay. Very good. Very nice. Good. So, sorry, just hold on. I'm just going to take this call.
Sure.
Hello, good afternoon. Sorry, wrong number. Okay, sorry. So I think what you did was, oh yes, that's it. Yes, very good. Nice work, Dave. What we were looking for is the word for getting lost, which is me, lu, right? To get lost, right? And if you say, wo, I'm gonna go here, wo me lula, right?
Lula. Oh.
Yeah, if you are lost on the road, you want to ask for directions, you say, hey, wo me lula. Somebody knows, oh, this guy is lost, so you want to look for directions, right? Wo me lula.
Right.
And the other word we had was heard, right? And Dave, you went with Tingguo. And again, we had the experience marker, go, right? And another one would be here, ting, and say, what's the word for say, Ian?
Ting shuo.
Yes. Or ting shuo. Okay, so we could go with wo ting shuo or wo ting guo. Road signs, lu biao, that was the other word which was new here. Lu biao.
Lu biao.
Yeah.
Again, road is lu, right? Okay.
Yeah.
If you're on the road, what will you say?
Zai lu.
Yes.
Lu shang.
Yes, very good. I'm on the way. So if somebody's calling you, hey, where are you now? Hey, what's up, Lushan? All right. I will come very soon. All right.
Lushan.
Yeah. And can you add, I will arrive very soon? 3 words. Mashang. Do you know Mashang?
Mashang. No.
Shang.
Immediately, right? Mashang. The word to arrive? Dao, right? You see here?
Dao.
Mashang Dao.
Dao. Oh, Dao.
So you could go with Mashang Dao. Okay. Where are you? Okay, let's hear
So
Ian.
is there two as well?
Ian, can you ask Dave, where are you?
Masang. Where are you?
Yes, where are you? That's the question we want to ask. Sorry?
在哪里?
Yeah, but in this instance, we don't. If you just say without the pronoun, the context can't help us. Can you also include the pronoun?
你在哪里?
Yes, and David say, I'm on the way.
我马上到了.
That doesn't mean you're on the way. We're asking you, where are you? You want to lie to us. Tell us, where are you first?
Okay, so I'm lost.
Tell us you're lost then. We want to hear you lost.
Which one is it?
Yeah, this one is I'm lost.
Or me lula.
Yes, or me lula, like me, the second tone, or me lu.
Me lula.
Yes, or me lula. Yeah, I'm lost. Okay, but you are on the way, which is this one.
在路上.
Yes.
在路上. 我在路上.
Yes, very good. And then Ian, I will arrive very soon.
马上到了.
Oh, 马上到了, yes. And you in these days, the watchtower is also using the word "li-ke," if you have seen it, for coming soon. "Li-ke" is also immediately. You remember we said "mashang" here, "mashang" immediately, and "li-ke" immediately. So in the watchtower, I'm seeing "li-ke" lately, like soon this will happen. You see "li-ke" being used. Okay, so that's nice. I think we've covered this one very well. You will get lost. 你会迷路了在路上. 我听说卢标 though I like this one here though because it says all signs are in Chinese, but what we want to change might be Chinese characters, right? Hans.
Hanzi.
Yes.
Correct.
Hans. I don't know what. Can you see? Why is it saying man instead of? Okay, let's say Hanyuls. Maybe that will help it. Oops. Chinese subtitles. Sometimes Google, I think they are not paying Google Translate that much money. Sometimes it's just guys, guys, give me a break. But anyway, good thing we can still figure out our way through. So this one was really a long one, but we did it. Okay, good. Not really. My wife has been in China before.
不是真的。我妻子出国中国。
Good. Good. Sure. Good. Sure. Not really. Yeah. Put gender. I think that's the best we can have. I think we might have another one, but let's go with this one for now.
Okay.
Because our brain has been drained anyway. 我妻子出国了, right? We can just go with 出国了.
出国了.
Okay. Are you going with the kids? Oh, are you?
你和孩子们去吗?
Good. And this one is with and not and. So remember which one is best when you have with and not and.跟 answer. Yes. 你跟孩子.
你跟 oh, correct.
You with and somebody. 你跟孩子. And then you said each, true, right? Each is very good to use each because even though it means together, but it makes it sound very authentic. So that's very good. Thank you for bringing that up. 你跟孩子一起出吗? It's Tsuma. Good.
Okay.
No need to go further on this one. Yes, we'll go together by plan. Now we have verb, object, and we might also include another verb. Ichichuma.
Ichi.
Your answer?
对or 是?
Okay, let's go with 对.
对，我们一起。
That's your subject, and we need a verb.
出。
We are going by plane, so remember.
我们飞机出。
Yes, 飞机, but 飞机 will not. 飞机 will be a noun because 飞机 is an aeroplane, but the verb is just 飞, right? 我们飞, or you could go with 坐, like to sit in a plane. 坐飞机.
我们坐飞机.
我们坐飞机一起出.
一起.
Right? Because we already have together there. So 我们坐飞机, we sit in a plane together. Go.
Okay. So I had 我们一起出飞机, which is wrong.
Because we are saying subject and then verb, 坐飞机, each two together. We're also adding, because this is I also debated with it to myself in my brain. That's why you saw I added the verb in after, because 出 is a verb, 坐飞机 is also a verb, but we're combining them together. So we can put each towards the end and it sounds more natural, even though it will still make sense and probably be correct, even if it's in the middle. Many each 坐飞机出. You get that?
Okay.
Like you're saying, Ian, we could say 我们一起坐飞机. Sorry. 我们一起坐飞机 and then we'll remove this one, right? So we'll have, in that instance, we will be having, it was best if I would write it separately. Let's do that. Let's write it separately. Play comment each to say two. Okay, so we now have subject followed by verb followed by verb. There's an object there. It's woman each. So they're all verbs. The subject, the verb is there. There's an object like the plane over there in the middle. Still the same, but so Feiji is not really, if combined like this, it's no longer a noun. It's no longer an object here. It's like one word, so Feiji. Okay, so yeah, we could debate on that, but anyway, that's another way of putting it. Either way, to answer your question, Ian, I think I think we will be correct either ways. They will get our sense. I mean, we are not native speakers. Okay, well, let's go with well. I need the word for well. Well.
I didn't put anything for that one.
Okay.
But I guess how?
Is flying not expensive?
飞价不贵吗?
Yes. In this instance, we're just going to keep it simple. The word that we have was fly, which means to fly, right?
Yes.
贵.
飞不贵. 飞不贵吗?
Sorry, that's something happened. Okay. Okay, what's the other way of phrasing this one? Fei, Jia, right?
Jia.
I'm looking for the character. Okay, let me compare that with Google because I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, Fei, Jia. No, that's not the one. Which one did you have? Fei, Jia. Okay, the one that you have is for price, right? Fei, from Jaga.
Jaga.
Maybe. Let's see. Fei, Jia. Let's pick that Fei, and then Jia from there, which is this one. 7. Price book. Okay, that would do. Fei, Jia. The fee. Is it? But what I wanted to share was Gui, Bu Gui. Okay.
Gui Bu Gui. Okay, good.
Is it expensive? Gui Bu Gui. Okay. Good. So we just racing with our time as well. Let's go. Over there. Okay, good. Let's come back and see how far have we gone. Here we are. Fei. We also did Fei Chang. We did again, right? We also did Hansen, right? And height. How we also did how just now, right? But this one is a hot, so we'll leave it at that. Good. Let's wait here. Let's go back. Good. Let's see what we wanna do here. Ooh, we still have a long way to go. It is very expensive, but very interesting. Interesting statement. Very expensive.
Hungry.
And that one is, remember, Tai Gui. Tai Gui is what's more important, is what's more popular when it comes to prices, right? Tai Gui. Taiguela. You hear them in the shops, Taiguela, Taiguela, and then they start walking out. It's very expensive.
Oh,
yeah.
Taiguela.
Taiguela. Taiguela. I think we just put it like that. But very interesting. How would you say very interesting? We had that word here, which is like to have fun. How one how one. Have you seen that one before? How one
How one
right.
One. R. Or R as in
how one R.
This one is just to play. So when it's saying how, which is good to play, and then the R marker, is just we put it there just for I think it's colloquial and sort of the emphasis. So how that's like very interesting. So that's where we put
interesting.
So in this statement, we could just go with
how one.
Very interesting, but how one
R. How one R.
So can we say without the ER again? Or
You can.
Edian R,
yes,
like one R.
Okay. Yes. Another way for interesting is henyo. Is it? And if you remember that one.
Is there like meaning?
Sorry?
Is there like meaning?
Like meaning, yes. Yes. That's very true. Okay, so I'm going to leave the other part for you guys, but I'm going to come down here. I don't know if we can cover it up in a few seconds. This was what we were supposed to do.
I didn't even see this.
You didn't?
No, okay. I didn't scroll all the way down.
Okay, I'm just going to walk you through this stuff quickly, all right? We do not celebrate Christmas, all right? Christmas is Sengdangjie, so don't worry about this part. You can find the holiday names everywhere. But the part we wanted to take note of was that same marker, go. That go. If we just say Pugo Sengdangjie, we are saying we do not celebrate.
Okay.
Pugo Sengdangjie. My holidays, we don't celebrate these holidays. Okay. And then we talked of Gui as being expensive, right?
Yes.
And if you see Gui, like an expensive person, it doesn't really mean they are being sold, but they are a high-ranking person, right?
Oh.
Yeah, Gui. In case you find that anyway. I recommend it. And then we had Hua. I picked that one up. See why I picked that one up. Okay, there is Hua. This one. This second Hua, right? If you look up our dialogue, you find that there was a portion where they are asking how much time will you spend in China, and that's the word for Hua. 你会花多少 how much 时间 time 你会花多少时间 how much time will you spend or how long will you be there for? But that same hua is the same character for flowers. I think that's why this one up here. What would do you do?
Flower.
Okay, we had 工作. I think 你做什么工作? I think that was the translation we wanted here because it's highly colloquial. 你做什么工作? And then B, these ones were comparison. I wanted you to experience with it. Like between the two of you, who is taller? And then which one is expensive, this one or that one? We're trying to use the word B, the comparison word. E and B, Dave, 谁是什么什么